Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. We finally have the new legendary. It is Hinoka. All right. Legendary Hinoka has joined Fire Emblem Heroes. This, I'm assuming she's a bow, which I guess would make sense because that would allow her to potentially fill a couple different options. Kind of like how they treat Dragonstones and tomes these days. Or I guess even daggers to an extent. We technically have a legendary dagger now. Either way, the missing legendary this month was a bit of a toss up. You can see over there, I said it would probably be red, possibly blue. Green was not an option, and it was definitely not colorless. Just because of how dated the other two companion options were. But I thought maybe since Rearmed Ophelia was going to show up, there was a decent chance that the new legendary would be red to color share alongside her because she kind of goaded. So we know it's Hinoka. I'm assuming it's a bow, but it might also be a lance Hinoka, which would fit with blue, technically. Okay, so we're almost there. We're there. We're just not quite there yet. So let's watch and find out what we got going on here. It's a bop at least, right? Oh, the art's nice. Oh, she is a bow. I think she's a bow. Blame, huh? Okay. Bow flyer. Okay. So, I'm a little bit torn because it's basically BOWNOKA. Art-wise, I think, more or less. Wow, she is kitted. Holy mother. Okay, so we got Rallying Cry. As start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat. Only highest value applied, does not stack. To unit and allies within drive distance of unit for 1 turn, and grants charge to unit and flying allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Wow. That's crazy. Dude, that's an insane C skill. What is that? What is that? Inflicts speed defense res -5 on infantry, armored, and cavalry foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit during combat. Interesting. Okay. So definitely seems like she'll be useful in AR. As far as her C skill goes, which, given the border, I'm assuming that means that is non-inheritable. I think. Fact check me, comment sections. Wings of Mercy 4 inflicts defense res -3 on foe during combat if units within 3 spaces of an ally, and that ally's HP is less than or equal to 99%. Unit can move to a space adjacent to that ally. If an ally's HP is less than 60%, unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of that ally. Wow. So not even half. That's crazy. That's pretty nuts. That's gonna make for some absolutely nutty teleportation stuff that's happening. Which I assume with things like Clash and such would only be even more insane. And then we have attack speed catch. We know what that does. That's been around for a minute. Given what's with the rest of her kit, makes sense that she has it. I think. But I don't necessarily see anything that does a visible debuff yet. So no penalty that I can see from her kit. No. So maybe there's something in the weapon, and that's why catch is a better option over something like Clash. Or unless Clash may only be range 1, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So catch may be the optimal choice there regardless. Deadeye, cool. Fujin, Raijin, Yumi. Wow. So we have Kanto 1. It's effective against flyers and armors. So that's fun. We have Slaying Effect, effective against flying and armored foes at start of combat if unit's HP is greater than equal to 25%. We have an attack speed +6 buff to unit. We deal damage equal to 20% of unit's speed, including when dealing damage with a special triggered before combat. Wow. And neutralize effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat. And also, if unit has weapon triangle advantage, or unit speed is greater than foe speed, foe cannot counterattack. Okay, that's pretty good. Honestly, that's pretty good. So we have some true damage based on speed. So obviously we're just straight up speed stacking her, right? Like that is the point. I don't see anything in her base kit that's going to land a penalty on foes, though. I see buffing to unit and allies, but I don't see penalty on foe. So we're going to have to get that from an additional team, or potentially, I guess, a seal. I can't think of any seals off the top of my head that would inflict a penalty on foe. But that is that. Overall, kind of insane. A little bit insane. Just a lot of new stuff everywhere, and a lot of like good stuff also, which is good, because obviously a new legendary hero is supposed to be a premium unit, and they should come with a complete package sort of deal, right? So that is obviously the goal. Wings of Mercy might be fun on a lot of inheritable options, and like I said, Rallying Cry, that is going to be nuts for Flyer Emblem, straight up. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I don't really have any strong feelings, about Hinoka. However, I do enjoy Flyer Emblem, so it would be beneficial for me to have one of those. Wings of Mercy 4, I think the best thing you're going to get out of that would be something like a Summoner Duels type situation. Obviously, other game modes too. But I think, especially with the Summoner Duels game mode, taking up land, occupying real estate, that's pretty much the name of the game there, and doing so tactically. So a lot of good application for this unit, just in general, both self and inheritable. Is it absolutely necessary for you? Probably not. This one feels like a premium non-essential type of unit. But Wings of Mercy 4 is really cool for what that's worth. Rallying Cry is also pretty dope for what that's worth. Given all the banners that are coming up in the next, 8 weeks, don't know that it's super necessary. All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck for you. Let's continue watching the rest here. See what we got going on. The art's pretty great, though. Didn't even pop the special. Just instantly did 99 plus damage. That's insane. That movement, that's what's insane. That's crazy. I mean, you could pretty much pair up with a Winter Bernadetta and just teleport wherever the heck you wanted. That's wild. Alright, so these are all the ones we knew about. Right, these are the guarantees coming back. The ones we don't know about, Chloe and Alencia. Oh, there's Ophelia. Alfred and Alencia. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, technically, this Chloe on my screen here could have been Alfred also, since they did debut on the same banner, so it's a bit of a toss-up there. I didn't think they'd put 2 rearmed heroes on there. Look at that. I guess they did, technically. Maybe that's because maybe Alfred's lance isn't as... Maybe they see that now that we have 2 rearmed lances, maybe they do not feel the need to pace out rearmed heroes as much. What this does tell me, though, is that we're definitely getting more rearmed heroes more frequently. Otherwise, they would space them out to be something closer to like one per legendary mythic banner, something like that. Because they definitely did not have to put Alfred on here, but they chose to. So, if you want a bit of rearmed weapon advice from yours truly, I would say that we're probably going to start seeing more and more duplicates of ones that we already have, as we have, right? So we have 2 swords now, have 2 lances. I think we have a bow, we have a dragonstone, and then we have a red tome. And I think that that's it. So probably going to be seeing a lot more rearmed heroes over ascended heroes in particular. But that's just this off the cuff prediction for you. Alencia is here. That was kind of a no-brainer. I don't love that Alencia's color sharing with these 2. I don't love that she's color sharing with these 2. But that is what it is. Red is a great pickup. Red's a great pickup. Nana is great. Okay. Ophelia is incredible. Like, absolutely amazing. And the new Hinoka, if you get 1, 2, whatever, you know, somebody's going to want Wings of Mercy for. That's all I'm saying. So overall, I would say that red is an incredibly strong color for this particular banner. Blue, I have mixed feelings about blue a little bit. And it's mainly because Alfred is there now. But Alfred does offer a rearmed option. He himself, with the self-improver skill, is an interesting option, to say the least. He doesn't offer much in the way of inheritance outside of his lance, so I guess you kind of have to weigh options between what's present and then what would be on the other lance option that we quite literally got like weeks ago. I know it doesn't feel like that, but it is. Outside of that, Sita's great. Myrrh, super tanky. You know, lots, I guess, fun if you like frustrating units that just they don't die. There's that. Blue, I would say probably a second tier priority. Okay. Red should probably be your first. Green is rough, and I talked about this in the legendary prediction like a week or so ago. Green is rough because Dagger has been around for a very long time, including reruns, because she was a midpoint banner. Not saying she's not saying she's dated or bad or anything like that, but she's been around a lot, you know? So unless she is a diehard murder project for you, you probably don't really need any additional copies of her because she doesn't offer much in the way of fodder at this stage in the game. Pathfinder's great, obviously, but you don't really need a bunch of merges for a Pathfinder, so it's a little split. Sather does want a lot of res, so obviously merges on her are great, and if you can get a res boon, all the better. The downside is that she is technically free. So if you don't care about the additional merges and you don't care about going sweat mode with her, I don't really think that you need a bunch of additional copies of her either. But then there's Robin, who is bonkers. So it's a little bit unfortunate. It's a little bit unfortunate that Robin has been paired up alongside these 2 in particular. But he is definitely the saving grace of the green option, in my opinion. So maybe if you really want a Robin, snipe on other colors, and then just grab him as your spark if you are able to spark. Just just some advice, I guess. If it applies to you, great. If not, you're out of luck anyway. I guess just get lucky and win a 1 in 3. I guess that's pretty much your only option. And then Colorless, like I said, 2 fairly dated options with a really great healer. But we've had a lot of, I can't believe I'm about to say this, healer power creep over, over the last like 5 months, which is insane to me, but that is what is happening. So Valencia, while great, there are other really good healer options. So again, you're facing a bit of a 1 in 3. It's a similar situation to green, but the scarcity is perhaps a little bit higher with colorless, maybe. Either way, I would say that red should be a top tier priority if you are summoning. Blue is probably secondary to that, and then it's kind of a tie for fourth here with green and colorless, in my opinion. But obviously, if any of these heroes are your favorites, or you have projects or team builds in mind, or anything like that, inheritance, what have you, then obviously you should try and pull for them. If you're wondering when they're coming back, I will, of course, have the hero tracker going out day of this banner, which is happening on... the 31st. So like a day or two from now. So I will have that for you. If you want to see maybe when Hinoka's coming back, that might be applied to you. I think probably most people are going to be wondering when Robin's coming back. which may be sooner than later, because we don't have a lot of green options for 5-star fillers in the next several months. They have supremely neglected 5-star heroes from the new hero pool. So we don't have a lot of filler options. So maybe Robin will be back sooner. I will let you know. Obviously, when the notes come out, I'll update everything and put it in a nice little graphical format for you, so you don't have to wonder when things are coming back. And obviously every other hero as well. But I'm fairly confident a lot of you are like, what about Robin though? When's Robin coming back though? What about the Robin of it all? It really is a Robin year, isn't it? Crom and Robin just dominating 2023. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good banners coming up over the next couple months. Is this one, should it be a priority for you? That's obviously up for you to decide. If you're just looking to pick up good stuff, I would say blue and red if you want to try and color snipe and get lucky. But other than that, it doesn't really feel like something that you need to summon on necessarily. But that's just my vibe. That's just my vibe, gamer. But hey, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like. That would help, and subscribe if you haven't. I guess that could be fun. New subscribers are always neat. But yeah, we got close on the prediction. Technically, kind of almost got it right. It was a bit of a toss-up with Chloe and Alfred. They decided to go double rearmed. Probably because the banner didn't feel all that premium, if I'm being honest. And they're trying to save it with, double rearmed heroes. But are you going to pull? That's up for you to decide. Let me know in the comments. I'll, of course, do a summon video for it, because content, baby. That's how we roll. And that is that. So let me know how it went for you. Are you happy? Are you disappointed? What's happening in your game? Let me know in the comments somewhere. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.